laced up.
Let's go!
It's time for Banter with the boys.
Welcome back to Banter with the Boys, Gridiron Updates, our Week 17 preview and picks. Roberto is over here punching the air. He's so excited for Week 17.
Hey, I'm going to the game, baby. This is going to be exciting.
On
It's
Christmas
fun.
Day.
Yeah.
On Christmas Day to see the Vikes
Nice.
play.
Yeah, white out. So
Nice.
excited.
Well.
Go see Max throw some tutties.
Hey, it's got to happen sometime.
To new Jetta's just catching sideline toe tappers.
Okay.
Couple
All right,
nice
all
ones
right,
last
all right.
week. So
Fair.
I'm fired up.
Fired up. Roberto's fired up. He's here. Jake's here. Other co-host. What's up, Jake?
Yo.
Yo.
Yeah, he's super excited.
What it is.
I'm super excited for just good football.
There it is.
Which we got some good games coming up that we're going to talk about. Of course, I'm Smelty here as well.
Coach.
Kev behind the camera.
Yo, Kev.
As always, you know what it is. Let's start with our first game, which is happening. Wow, we're going out of order here, but that's all right. It's going to be the Chargers taking on the Houston Texans on
San Diego.
Saturday. I wish they were still in San Diego.
I agree.
hate LA. Kind of over the whole LA BS. But
a
that's
nice
not gonna
stadium.
happen. Yeah. No.
I haven't been to
I'm
it,
sure
but-
if I get out there, I'll be like, oh, yeah, this is sweet.
It's
Yeah.
But-
it's mildly unique for a dome if we want to go down there.
100% it is. That's the
Fair.
only thing.
Write that down.
We could argue that it is mildly unique compared to the other domes that are out
pretty
there.
much an
and
awning,
the new ones
isn't it?
going up. Kind of.
Yeah.
Like a gigantic.
It's a breeze. It's a giant breezeway.
It's a giant carport. Oh, boy. Anyway, so Chargers taking on Houston. Yeah, that's going to happen. That should be a doozy. I mean, the Texans
Buckle
are kind
your
of turning.
chin straps.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, the Texans are turning this thing around. Their defenses came alive the past few weeks, playing pretty well.
7 straight.
Is that what they're at now?
Yes.
Shoot.
7-1 in their last 8. Chargers, though, favored by 2.
Are they? That's a home team thing. No, you're right. 2.5. I see 2.5.
Well, still they're favored. Right?
No, yeah.
Carry the one. Judge's ruling.
Chargers still trying to battle to try to take the division lead away from the Broncos.
I feel like you're leaning Chargers.
Me? Who, me?
Yeah, you. Spin it.
Homer.
Let's hear it.
I don't know. I think Houston is actually has a real good shot of still winning their division, even with Jacksonville winning a huge game. And as you know, I've been a real big. I'm not even a Jacksonville fan, but I've been really on their wagon this year.
You bring sunshine or clouds to Sunshine's Day.
No.
Yeah.
I don't bring clouds.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
You're not a fan of him.
What do you mean?
What?
I was talking Chiva, but like every game though, I was like, he's got to have it this game. He's got to.
Yeah,
have it
he's
this
got to have it.
And
I
he
don't
did
know.
have it, but
He just
anyway,
won't-
I haven't heard a
okay.
single Duval from you all season.
Yeah.
What you know? What's
Yeah.
funny is in the recap episode, I was gonna be like, do the Cohen's Duval. So ugly. Anyway, all right, we're getting off base here. Oh man, Houston versus the Chargers.
Got bases loaded.
Um,
Full count. Which way you going?
I think the Chargers are hot as well right now, so they're going to go ahead and win this one at home and put a little pressure on Denver and see if they can go ahead and sneak away with this division. I can't remember who Denver plays. They play the Chiefs, that's right.
Yeah.
So they're probably going to dog walk them, and that should lock up the division, I believe, no matter what the outcome of the Chargers.
You
Denver
would be
game is.
correct, because then we talked about the Chargers in an earlier episode, whether they sit everybody against the Patriots.
Yeah,
Right.
against the Broncos.
Broncos.
Because they play the
Yeah,
Broncos.
against
But if
Broncos.
the Broncos beat the Chiefs, then it
Doesn't
really
matter.
doesn't matter.
Yep.
So either way, I'm going Chargers here. Oh God, that make me want to change it though.
Well, you should hear what Rob and I
No.
have to say. Then you'll change your
Yeah,
mind.
yeah.
No, I'm going Chargers.
exactly.
I mean, Houston's defense is playing outstanding. So,
Jacob.
and they're playing outstanding right before the playoffs too.
Cut coach off.
Yeah,
What do you got
no,
here?
I'm gonna shut up.
I got Texans. Texans are hot. Woody Marks is figuring out the ground game, and they're doing a really good job of getting him the football. He's pushing the pile. CJ Stroud is getting hot at the right time, and Nico Collins is healthy.
He playing nice.
The Texans front four is they're absolute monsters and just getting after the quarterback. Herbert's going to take his lumps. They're going to stop the run. It's Texans.
Texans. Roberto.
Yeah, it's really interesting how the Chargers have still been surviving with both tackles out.
I'm worried about
running backs, but they do have Hampton back now.
Yep.
But against this team, against Hunter and Will Anderson, and I don't know, see how the Chargers are going to get it done. Texans are just hot right now, so I'm going with the Houston Texans with a slight victory. It's going to be really interesting. It's, they're allowing the least amount of points, 16.6 points a game. I mean, that's pretty solid. So,
yeah, that kind of defense wins you Super Bowls, or at least gets you deep into the playoffs.
And fun fact, Texans' first ever franchise win was against the Chargers. So that's
there you go.
That's the difference maker.
That's the difference maker. History's on the Texans side.
Yep.
There it is. It's on the Texans side. All right. Our next game, which is the one we probably should have let off with because it's happening first, but that's okay. The Detroit Lions traveling to take on the Minnesota Vikings on Christmas Day. Roberto, why don't you go first?
Well, obviously 9
9
is out.
Detroit favored 7.5.
Wish they should be favored. It's going to be really interesting to see what the Vikings do against that banged up Detroit Lions secondary. To stay in the game, they definitely need to take advantage there. I feel like Max slowed down a little bit last week in there. He was a little less calm with his feet and wasn't throwing 150-mile-an-hour fastballs in every single direction. So they obviously need to get the running game started, take a little pressure off him. Defense is, they kind of struggle against the Lions. Gibbs is really, especially last year,
But the defense is playing better.
Defense played well last year going into that game too, and Gibbs went crazy on him. But I think the Vikings got something special rolling right now, and the Lions have been kind of slipping.
Yeah,
I bet you the locker rooms, the proverbial, I guess, in baseball, holding too tight on the bat right now. They feel like the season's slipping away.
Sure.
It is.
It is. So that's why I think the Vikings might have a chip in a chair to stay in this game.
Chip in a chair.
And we're going to go with a 16-15 type of win.
16-15 type of win. So the last 3 Vikings games have gone that way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to go with the Vikes too. Max Brosmer's going to get a win here as the starter. Let's see. Yeah. No, it's not going to happen this week. I was like, Jettis is going to get to 1,000 yards this week. Nah, it'll happen in the last week of the season.
He's down to what, 80?
83. He needs 83 yards to reach 1,000. That's kind of what I'm keeping an eye on at the moment.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Obviously, Detroit needs to win this game to even keep their hopes alive right now. And I don't know. I think the Vikes will do just enough to end Detroit's season for them. He's going to Detroit.
Interesting picks.
I don't care.
I think
Here comes reality into the conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we're going to see probably as close to an unhinged Dan Campbell offensive play calling as you're probably going to see all year.
Punters just might as well not even dress.
Yeah, exactly. Just sit your punter and just suit up another skilled position player, offensive lineman.
Why not?
Yeah. I think teams have done a really good job of identifying how to stop Detroit. And it's really bottling up Gibbs and Montgomery. Is if you can stop them, it pretty much that whole offense just slows down significantly.
It forces everything to St. Brown.
So, B-Flow, again, mad respect for B-Flow as a defensive coordinator, and he'll be able to scheme. I believe he's going to scheme well enough to slow it down. I think it'll be closer than the spread suggests, but I'm taking Detroit. But I would take Minnesota to beat the spread.
To beat the spread, okay, fair enough. I think that's fair. What we got here? Game 3. Game 3, the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. Potential Super Bowl matchup. Who knows? It could happen.
Yeah.
Bills fans are hoping it happens, at least on their side of the things here. This is a tough. You know what? We're gonna go with you first, Jake.
Oh
Let's
boy,
do that.
I love this. Both these teams are. I mean, it's a shot that they've got.
I thought you were going to say the other S word there.
Both of these teams still have a chance at first seed. I think maybe Buffalo still does. Philadelphia.
Philly, no.
No. Oh. First seed is going to come out of the West.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's probably a maybe, but
But,
two teams that have to lose out.
Yeah, both of these teams still have a lot to play for as far as playoff seeding goes. Slugfest, potential Super
Buffalo
Bowl
for sure could still win their division.
Yeah, potential Super Bowl teaser for you. I'm not sold on the consistency of the Eagles. They're always up and down. We've seen the Bills over the last few weeks. Their offense look really good. Send it through James Cook. And then Josh Allen has just been stepping in when necessary or at key moments to like put on the Superman cloak instead of being Superman from the get-go.
And he is playing this week. There were concerns.
Yeah. And the Bills are at home, so give me Buffalo.
Give you Buffalo at home.
Yeah, give me Buffalo at home.
Okay. All right.
You want to jump through the table too.
You do make a lot of great points about the Eagles. I think the games that the Eagles have lost as of late, they have been battling in them, but they're not overpowering. But I don't know, something about that defense. I think they're going to be with Josh Allen. You know, he's good to go. He's going to play, but his foot is hurt. I don't think we'll see. Like he likes to do. He does put the team on his back. I don't think he's going to run as much as we're used to. Maybe try to protect the foot for the longevity or a deep playoff run. So that could be a factor. But you got James Cook back there too. Oh, gosh.
He'd be nice.
I got to go with the Eagles defense on this one. I think the Eagles defense is going to do just enough. God, this is going to be a great game. This is Sunday afternoon. It's going to be a great game. Huh?
Is Carter playing?
Jalen?
Yeah.
Old
I think
Jalen
so.
Carter?
I think.
Did he play last week?
He's questionable currently with his shoulder injury. Nakobe Dean is also questionable with his hamstring yet.
Yeah.
Josh Allen's questionable, but he's going to play.
Yeah, I'm assuming
playing.
this is a big game. So
For both teams. Again,
Yeah.
I think this is a great litmus test on how deep either one of these teams could actually take this thing. But I got to go Eagles here.
I mean, this at the beginning of the season, this would have been two teams we could have said, yeah, we could see them meeting in the Super Bowl, and no one would have really questioned us.
And they're still here in that
They're
situation.
both still here. I would say the Eagles have been struggling a little bit. I don't know if it's more Jalen is not quite seeing the field as well, and their attempts to get Barkley going, I think, has been a little bit of more of a struggle. So they've been a little more predictable, I think, to play against. And so, and also Jalen doesn't run as much as he has in the past.
Is he healthy?
So, maybe
he's
that's the
100%
issue, or maybe he just, I mean, what year is he now? Year 4 or 5?
He's 27 years old.
27,
6.
So I'm going to go with Buffalo, though. I just have a feeling that it's at home. I think this is going to be a epic game. I could see 35-31.
High scoring game.
High scoring game. If Buffalo doesn't get their running and attack going, though, I could see the Eagles sneaking one out
Which
here. But
you'd think they could, but
I mean, that's why I matter with Carter.
Jalen Carter did not play the last 3 games.
Exactly. So, like, if he's available in the middle, he's that difference maker for the Eagles' defense, where they become from an average defense
for sure. I mean,
a legit, tough out.
he can eat 3 James Cooks for lunch.
Exactly. So, but I'm gonna circle the wagons, get the pew-pews out
For the Bills. All right. Fair enough. Next game here. Sunday Night Football. Chicago traveling to San Francisco.
Sunday.
This is another great game, honestly, and another
We should go
game.
live on that so people could listen to us instead of Collinsworth.
Listen, Chris Collinsworth. Actually, in this game, we'll have Chris Collinsworth's next victim, if you will, when he starts cheating on Mahomes with Caleb Williams. Because Caleb Williams is doing a lot of Mahomes-esque things. I can already
What's
see
the
it
plus or
going.
minus? How many times you referenced it? Should we go 1.5?
That's exactly what we see Mahomes do.
All right, we're setting at 1.5. What are you taking? Over or under?
Over. Of comparing Mahomes to Caleb Williams?
Yeah.
Over.
Okay.
Over.
Over?
Sure. Over under one.
I'll take the under.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right.
He's not okay.
Mark that down.
Interesting.
Mark that down.
Interesting. All right. Chicago, San Fran. Yeah, Jake, why don't you start again? Screw it.
I've been super pumped about and hyping the Bears the last few weeks.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, so he's not going with them this
Right.
week.
That's right. I'm not going to go with them this week because they've got an amazing run game still going right now. Caleb Williams is figuring it out. He's hard to bring down, making plays down the field. Threw that dime to DJ Moore in overtime. Like, you couldn't have put it any better. That pass was practically impossible.
Elite arm talent.
Yeah. And that defense is stout. They bend, they don't break. They're doing everything right. But I am picking the 49ers. Shanahan and Saleh with as many injuries to star players as they've had, the fact that they're still in contention for the first seed in the NFC is mind-blowing.
Strength of schedule helps.
So there's something to be said about that coaching staff and then what they're doing to get the players hyped up, ready to go. CMC tore it up again last night. So he's still hot. You can only hope to contain him for so long before he's going to bust it loose again. So give me Niners over Bears, and I'll apologize to my wife later for that.
Niners over Bears. Yeah, I mean, you mentioned CMC. I think that's going to be a key aspect to this game. Like you mentioned last night, dude just looks absolutely unstoppable.
Coach is difference maker.
I mean, he's 100%. He reminds me of him and Jahmyr Gibbs are very similar play styles. I mean, very slippery guys to get down. You get them in the pass game. You can throw Saquon in there too. You get them in the pass game. It's like, oh, look how they can make guys miss. They have that quick twitch, quick acceleration. I hate that so much if I'm playing against it. So I think that's the biggest factor for me. Can the Bears actually stop CMC? Like Franklin was lost last night on the Colts defense.
Yeah.
In coverage too. He just had a bad game.
Edwards is going to match up against him. Who's the other linebacker? I can't think of his name offhand. And then Brisker, probably their safety, will be another matchup against them.
I like Brisker.
But that's who's going to be matching up against him.
100%. I think that's a great matchup.
But that's where you get Kittle working the 1-2 punch.
And as much as I like Brisker, if it's CMC versus Brisker, CMC is winning that all day. He's way too fast. So I do got to go Bears though. Again, I think
we almost talked him out of it.
No, you almost got me, Skippy. But Caleb Williams is truly turning into
your favorite,
a great quarterback. No, but he's starting to make
Chris.
like Mahomes. No, but he's starting to make plays when it matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's doing enough to keep him in the game, but when it actually starts to matter, when it gets down to it, he's starting to make those plays. And it's more than just last week. It's been a whole season worth of that. And I can't wait to watch this game. It's going to be incredible. But I gotta go the Bears. I think it's going to be close. So I mean, this is a 24-21 game for me.
Ooh, which would be an under because it's at 50.5, one of the highest totals of the week.
Interesting. I didn't look at that.
60% probability win for the 49ers, which I am going with. Brock's cooking right now.
He is playing well.
Yeah.
I really like what they're doing on offense. Obviously, McCaffrey
Sorry, my buddy was over watching that game last night. He's like, "Damn, Brock's got some cake." I was like, "What?"
Yes.
He's not wrong, but
He is cooking.
Sorry, I just thought of that. Real
And they're just stretching the field with those receivers so well, and then they're just eating them up underneath. And then when they kind of bring it down to stop the underneath, that's when they're going over the top. And Jennings is lighting them up. Even who was the other guy? Number 5 was it Palmer? No, not Palmer. He caught a nice deep post against yesterday, but
Demarcus Robinson.
Yes.
That's number 5.
You'd be correct. But yeah, it'll be interesting against the 49ers young defense. Like you said, all their superstars are out. So it's pretty much the young crew. I think 8 new starters, I think we've been talking about all year long. And Robert Saleh, like you said, has got them playing excellent, So this is going to be a high. I'm thinking like 35-31. But 49ers going to sneak it out late with a, let's go Kittle touchdown to win it.
Kittle touchdown to win it.
Yeah,
All right.
gimping across the old line.
Gimping across the old line.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
He'll get up and eat the football.
He probably would. Fiber. All right.
Protein.
All right. Let's move to our last game here. Seattle Seahawks traveling to the Carolina Panthers. The 12-3 Seahawks traveling to the 8-7 Panthers.
Let's get one
If you
sea
look
chicken
at
out of
that,
you.
you're like, what? Or sea chickens. Yeah, sorry. I like calling them sea chickens.
I've been slacking on that.
I feel like most people be like, this isn't really a game, but I beg to differ. I think the Panthers have a lot to play, and both teams have a lot to play for. Seattle trying to lock up that 1 seed. Panthers trying to win the division, which I don't know if anybody picked them to win the division.
Not on my bingo card this year.
No, like any analyst anywhere. Like
Yeah.
I don't think anybody talked about Carolina winning the division.
I think I had 7-9-ish.
And they just beat Tampa Bay. A couple weeks ago they beat the Rams. I'm playing Carolina Panthers here to upset the Sea Chickens and make it really interesting heading into Week 18 for the Sea Chickens to lock up that 1 seed.
Against your team.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Against my team? I'm a huge supporter.
the NFL would love that.
I'm a huge supporter of Kemba Walker, but outside of that, the Seahawks are not. Well, I like JSN too, and Charbonnet's fine. So I got like a couple guys on there, but you think the NFL would like that better, huh?
Oh, for sure.
Coming down to the last week.
Yeah.
If you have multiple teams up on top with multiple different outcomes, depending on which game of this does that.
Panthers win because Seattle plays the 49ers next week. 100%. So
So that's why you're saying Panthers win.
So,
No, I'm saying-
So
I'm
get ready
saying-
to question the officiating.
Okay.
That's what you're saying.
Ooh, I didn't say that, but yeah.
I mean,
100%.
Seattle's favored by 7 here, and it'll be interesting to see if this last week, that kind of late, opportunity, we'll say, for the Sea Chickens to win that game against the Rams, whether it gets their offense going, because their offense has really been struggling the last 4 weeks. Defense have been playing out of their mind and keeping them in a lot
They
of
have
games.
been playing well. Yeah, the defense. Yeah.
So Carolina, though, I think they got a little more of an unsung defense than most people really don't know about in the league. That's been playing, pretty decent.
Their offenses have been horrible.
And exactly, the old first round draft pick, number 1 overall, is looking okay. That first round draft pick, Mac, on the outside has been a nice weapon in the red zone for him. Kind of hey, I don't got anyone open. I got him one-on-one. I can toss it his direction with confidence.
Yeah.
And
Dowdle's had a great season, up over 1,000 yards.
exactly. So the key for Carolina is to get that running game going, which nobody has against Seattle this year. So that's why I'm picking Seattle.
Okay, there it is. That's your key right there. Carolina's got to get their running game going.
Yeah.
It's a stout Seattle defense.
I'm just going to say ditto to Rob. I think you kind of hit everything on the head there. As far as what it's going to take for Carolina to win. And Seattle's just got a better running back combination. Sam Darnold, while throwing 2 picks, looked pretty pedestrian against the Rams, still managed to get his team to win.
Yep.
Is that 2-point conversion in overtime? Sick.
That's
That whole
was pretty
drive.
clutch.
Yeah. So Darnold's got it. We've seen it last year. He has the ability to do it. The running back tandem. JSN, I still think, is your offensive player of the year.
I wouldn't not disagree.
Even though there's been a decline in his productivity over the last few weeks, I think he's finally getting the respect that he deserves and seeing a lot more double coverage.
For sure.
But again, the way that Seahawks defense plays is coached up. I saw it essentially in Baltimore when when Mike McDonald was defensive coordinator for the Ravens. There, they play really stout. Give me Sea Chickens for the win.
Sea Chickens for the win.
Put it in a can.
Sea Chickens for the win. Well, that'll do it for our picks there. I forgot to mention, I was telling you, I think in the Tent Talk episode.
He's testing us.
No, but I'm pretty sure in that episode I said something about Dak Prescott and I forgot to mention it.
Yep. What's your question?
That's a statement.
What's your statement?
It's a statement. I think Dak Prescott should play for the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh. Trade him for JJ straight up. 9.
No way they trade him straight up. We'd have to throw something else
for
in
sure
there,
we
but
would.
You'd have to throw a lot.
I don't know if we could even afford him, could we?
Well, that's just it. There's been rumors about Joe Burrow, Dak Prescott, Lamar Jackson. I just heard rumors too going to the Vikes. I'm like, I don't think they can afford any of those guys. You'd have to trade Jettas.
Yeah.
And dump a lot of those veterans that we picked up, like Allen.
I think a lot of them are
Hargrave.
getting dumped anyway, but just wanted to throw it out there.
Okay.
I think
But we signed most
I think
of them
he'd
to
be
2 years.
interesting in a
All right.
Hargrave gone. Harrison Smith retire.
Will Fries, Kelly.
Will Fries stays. Kelly gone. I think there's gonna be some money there.
I think we hit
Not
on our
enough
left
for a
tackle.
big time quarterback, but
Yeah. God, we could go deep here on the Vikings.
hey,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I would still be fine with JJ McCarthy starting next season.
All right.
But-
I am.
But it's like, dude's
you
got
should
us-
be.
best,
He's my 9.
best ability is availability, and I can respect what Kwesi's trying to do, build around the rookie, contract. But it's tough. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the Vikes, and nobody wants to hear that. So, Jake, thanks for being here, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
You're the best, Jake.
yeah.
I try.
Roberto,
What's up, Coach?
what's up? Well,
Thanks
No,
for
we're
having
leaving.
me.
So
All
bye.
right, bye.
Yeah, bye. No, not yet. Kev, thanks for being here. Of course, as
Listen
always,
to us.
like he has a choice.
Watch us.
Me, Smeltsy, thanks for being here. You're welcome. Okay. Let's see. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe wherever you listen to the banner, whether that's YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio. And we wish you here at Banter with the Boys a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Don't forget to check us out next week for our recap Tent Talk episode and our preview episode. I wanted to fit one more in there. All right. Yeah. We'll see you next week. Peace. Go
Bye.
Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. Tune in next time for more Banter with the Boys.